few months ago, Bo and I visited the Czech Republic. We drank a lot of Aperol Spritz and ate a lot of ice cream and donuts, and even saw some knights. But what we really went for was for Dmitry Bushmakov's restoration facility. For the last few years, Dmitry has been acquiring parts for a new StuG III project for Armour, and he's even got some work done on it. Our management decided to make the final assembly in Australia, so Bo and I travelled there to see Dmitry and to have a look at the magnificent work he's already done.
Hi, I'm Kurt from Armour and welcome to Workshop Wednesday.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the first step of the Armour StuG IIIs restoration journey.
How's it look, Bo?
Perfect, yeah.
Such a cool piece. Very important vehicle.
Yeah. Look at the brakes. Look how the brakes are.
They've done such a good job. Honestly, they've done such a good job restoring this stuff.
This is pretty much all original.
This entire hull is original. See, it was never blown up.
Never destroyed.
It's never destroyed. I'm gobsmacked, to be honest. I wish ours was like this.
It will be. It will be.
It will be.
One day.
Yeah. We got a late G. We've got the last variant ever made.
At what point of the war was this one, do you know?
1940.
Oh wow, that's early.
Very early.
Firstly, we couldn't resist looking at some of the original parts that he'd managed to acquire for us for the project.
This is the driver's seat. It's been fully restored.
So it's restored.
Yeah.
Is it original?
It's an original reupholstered seat, yeah. More stuff.
Yeah, what is it?
They're radiators. New made, but they were copied from original radiators that were not usable. So they're exact copies. So a few transmission parts, and inside there would have been the fan. And that fan actually is hooked up to the piping for the brake shoes up the front, brake drums, and that actually created suction and pulls the brake dust and the hot air from the brake drums back through into the engine bay. That connects to the tail shaft, so that was always spinning when the engine was on.
What's that box?
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what they are. I'm not sure. So there's a crank. That's actually a crank starter handle. This pipe would have slipped around on there.
Is it like what we have for the Panther?
Yes.
Oh, you're kidding me.
So this is the StuG's version. So this is the centering pin, and these pins lock it in.
What's that?
These are mudguard supports. So bolt to the hull, and the mudguard goes underneath. You see these, they're exposed.
Yeah.
So that's what these parts are. And then we've got lots of
Nice swing arms that are in good condition.
Shouldn't have to fix any of them up.
No, they look pretty good. What do we got here?
This is a mixed bag. I don't really know what's in here, to be honest.
Big pole behind you there. What's that?
Tail shaft. Oh, have a look here. The part of the tail shaft that would, you know what, that actually goes to the back of the engine. So that would have been the support bearing for the back of the clutch pack on the Maybach. So this would have been transmission end, and that one there would have been the engine side. Oh, and they've balanced it too. Yeah.
With these
And it's been joined.
plates welded on.
It's joined in the centre. Yeah. Oh, look at this here. Oh, look at that.
What is that?
So this goes on the front. I'm pretty sure this is a light cover. I can see some other important pieces down in there because the transmission is offset to one side, so the driver has more room. And one side's got a small, short universal joint, and one side's got slightly longer. And that there is the shorter side, universal. Well, I've never seen photos of them.
Is this going to help with our build?
Absolutely, yeah. But the block on the front lifts up, and then you can close it, look through periscope or some sort of siding, And these notches actually allowed the visor to be opened in certain stages. So that's one half of the driver's vision port. Yeah, so ammo box.
Is that a fuel tank?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's little springs. What are these?
I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. That's worth noting. So they've actually got original fittings. So more than likely would have had the original fuel tank to copy off, taken the original fittings off of it, and then fitted them to the newly made one.
So this is it. What's different about this one, Bo?
A lot of things. A lot of things are different here. The shape in here is completely different. The design of the divider. This was a removable piece, so they could actually remove the gun from the vehicle. They took the roof off, then they took this piece off, and they could lift the gun out on its cradle out in one piece. This changed drastically. The design of that is completely different to the one we're doing at the moment. This is found on the earlier StuGs, and this one here was only found, I think, up until StuG B, and then everything from there on got rid of this, and it was open. So this actually had the tin piece on the front, StuG A and the StuG B only.
On the little vision port here.
Early model, yep, vision port, small sponson.
People are going to ask, why is the weld so nice? So why is the weld so nice, Bo?
The weld's so nice because it's stainless steel, and stainless steel will last forever and always look the same.
And it flares out at the back here.
Yeah, another early feature, early superstructure. So this superstructure never had a cupola. They were just a flat roof, and they had doors on this corner and on this corner over here. So the commander had two folding doors, and so did the loader. So on this side, there was no sponson on this side at all. There was just this protective cover. So that would have been because the commander only needed radios, and they would have only designed that then for him to have a radio over there. And then I'm pretty sure later in the war they added that extra storage space so that they gave that responsibility to the loader, so the commander wasn't having to do everything. So that's where these design features came in. This one looks like it's a late.
What makes you say that?
Because of this casting shape here, looks exactly the same as the one in our G, and that one there is rounded.
Two different ones, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's early style, but exactly the same thing. It's just that the casting changed shape.
Same specs, but just, yeah, different production.
But these are very unique. They're the rear track adjusting wheels. They're great things to have because they were only on the very early StuGs.
Because they're plated in, like they're all built in. They're not hollow. They're not spokes.
Yes, that's right. Oh, wow. So the way you're looking at it now is upside down.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And look at
really
the packers
interesting.
on the side here.
That's right, yeah. These are original packers, yeah. There were bolts and all sorts of things inside, so they needed to pack these away from the hull.
Keep it out a bit. Yeah.
Keep it away, stop it fouling on any bolt heads inside.
What's this hole there?
So the hole is for a solid rod to go through. It's a linkage for, I'm pretty sure it's for throttle. It goes through here and through this arm and then back, and there's a hole for it in the firewall also.
It's so rough.
Yeah. The one on the StuG IIIG that we're doing at the moment, the holes are neat.
Yeah.
So to see that on an earlier model, it's confusing.
Oh, look at these swing arms. Oh, look how nice.
Yeah.
They are beautiful.
All original too. Look at that.
Oh, all that trouble. Man, they're in good nick.
Yeah. So you've even got the ones with the shock absorbers here attached still, and they have been refurbished and they work. There's
Track
the
looks good.
Yes. Yeah, track looks great.
Man.
There is so much more. Yeah.
After a little bit more goggling, Dimitri led us to one of the most magnificent pieces of restoration work we had ever seen.
So, as you remember, it was a bunch of scrap lying on the floor, and now we have it complete. 20 destroyed StuGs. Out of the parts of them, is built this.
Wow.
The only-
20 different StuGs have made
Yeah,
this
the only
gun.
thing, the kill rings are still original and repainted, but by rust you can see that it is original ones.
Yeah.
Let me release it. And it all moves. Boo, you know well that it weighs around 400 kilos.
Yeah.
Just try it. Go ahead.
That is so easy.
It's absolutely smooth.
Wow. Yeah. It's like brand new.
Yes.
Wait, you have the sights.
Everything is, of course. Gun have to be with a gun sight.
Man, it's so hard to come by. So hard to find.
No, it's not hard. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Look, recoil is hydraulic. Here is to fill the oil. And then it goes. Here's two pipes, which make the system of recoil. And another thing. Firstly, we couldn't find this box. It's a safety box for a firing mechanism. We made a replica here. Now we have original one. We located it. If I stand as a loader, here is a gunner. We cannot hear one another, and the roof is here. We cannot see one another. So when I load, I put it as a loaded, and here a red lamp
Oh.
is on, and then he can fire.
Then he knows it's ready.
At first it's ready, and at second he will not break my hands when I load the next one. After the fire, it puts on safety mode. It's always on safety mode until I push this button.
Till the loader says he's safe and ready.
Yes,
Just the care even for their crew, you know?
that's why the difference is losses.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's used from the battery that's on the side of the cradle.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Here comes the battery. It's already in the package,
Yeah.
and if the vehicle itself loses electricity, we turn it on, and it feeds from the battery, so you can still go on with firing.
So that was just a backup battery.
Right.
Right.
But bloody Germans, they did it different size. I bought this from a howitzer to put. Doesn't work, so need to make a same ring a little bit smaller. When it fits here, you can connect it.
Right. Nothing interchangeable.
No.
Nope.
They made it maximum difficult for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is beautiful, Dimitri.
This is one of cases why German production was so slow, because they did it. Private companies did it, and they needed to raise maximum labor price. They counted by hours.
For transport.
Yes, it's all fastened.
Wow. Every little detail.
As it must be.
What is that?
Oh.
What are these plates?
Boo, what it is?
I don't know.
You do.
It looks. I'm not sure. It looks like the roof of a turret.
Oh yes, roof of a car. Even a small kid will see that it is a roof of a turret. But roof of which turret?
Well, not a Panzer II then.
No. I can guide you.
Yeah.
100 pieces built. Non-existent. One of the most beautiful vehicles.
I couldn't tell.
One of the most beautiful vehicles. 100 built.
Is it German?
Yes, of course it's German. What is the fastest kind of big cat?
Big cat.
Puma.
Right.
That is engine deck of it and the roof of turret.
Wow. Yeah, I would never.
Where's the rest of it?
In the ground.
Still in the ground, we are looking for it. As Puma doesn't have a commander cupola, so they have a periscope like a U-boat. If it gets hit, they change it. And it cannot be adjusted just to sides, it can be adjusted up and down.
Wait, is it by the glass inside?
Yes.
Man. How did you find something like this in such good condition?
Closely to impossible.
Yes.
Yeah.
We looked through so many boxes, cages and piles, and it became clearer to us that even though this is one of the most complete projects we've ever acquired, it's still going to take a lot of work to get this thing together.
The main difference is that this one, the middle one, it's steered with a hydraulic system, and this one is steered with a normal rods like in a
linkages.
tractor you have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, pre-brake in here, and for this one we can already the storage.
What are you making that? Wow.
Oh, it's all there.
Yeah, of course. And here is hydraulic steering. Does it have to be restored?
That's for the B.
Yes.
And these are just a support brake, aren't they?
Yes. Hydraulic steering first steers the support brake and then steers the main brake. It's two-way, one and second. First and second.
Right. And is this the handle for that on the later model? Yes. Okay. Right.
It's all turning. You see? The shaft is turning.
Yeah. Yeah.
We spent so long stuffing around with our under each
I
ring.
have no idea.
Oh.
StuG is a wooden seat for a loader, and StuG is a metal one with leather, foldable.
Wow. And that goes straight off the hull wall from the side?
It goes straight to the hull wall through drilled holes for seat.
So there weren't blocks tapped on and welded on?
No.
It
Why?
was drilled through the hull?
Of course.
Ah.
More hours.
Makes it easier.
More hours and
What
more
is
money from state. This thing, real fun. It's a cover for nut which holds the base of a gun, not to scratch yourself or
Rip your
clothes.
uniform. Yeah.
Wow.
We made a new one, so you drill and cut it
Yeah.
to the rest.
Oh, there's a box full of them.
Yeah. To make one cost fortune, so we made more.
For isolator.
For whole vehicle,
That's the battery.
the main,
The isolator.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And here is some fun. This is the main antenna.
Yeah.
In transport position it goes like this.
Yeah.
Then it goes in battle or in connection position like this.
Okay.
This is a bigger, and the smaller one is just for different radio.
Okay.
And some StuGs had different radios.
Yeah.
Because StuGs, long barrel StuGs, were not just in StuG formations consisted only of StuGs. They could be attached to different formations. So they had to connect with other radio systems like reconnaissance or anti-tank, they had a different wave.
Okay.
So they could have a different antenna bases and antennas itself. The box could be weathered inside, but inside we have a precise color as it have to be. No sun, no weathering, nothing. So it was this. Many factories made it, so it can
Very good. Yeah.
vary.
Well, no one can know for sure, but that is as close as you could possibly get. No doubt.
Exactly.
It was determined that the best way to get the StuG back to Australia was to try and fit as much as we could into a shipping container. But this wasn't as easy as you might initially think. Next week, we follow Dmitry, Martin and Petrov as they use all of their available knowledge and equipment to get the hull and as many parts of the StuG into this 40-foot container as possible. But that's all we have time for today. Join us next Wednesday for your weekly tank restoration fix. So until then, I'm Kurt from Armour, and I'll see you on the next one.